Hello students of class 9. Now in this video I'm going to explain about the industry of West Bengal. So before going to any industry of the West Bengal, there are many industries are present in the West Bengal. Let us see about the history of how the industry started in West Bengal. Industry is considered as one of the important indicator for the economic development in India. So the first industries that started in the state of the West Bengal in the year means after 1854. So the in our state the first industry was started in the year after the year 1854. So the jute mills were established by the Britishers in India near Rishra, which is very much nearer to this Kolkata in the year 1855. And West Bengal is also considered as one of the pioneer state in the development or contributing to the development of this Indian industries. Next is that in West Bengal, industries got a boost when the first paper mill was started at the Baligan Circular Road in the year 1970, and it was followed by an iron and steel mill that was established in the Kulti in the year 1874. Okay, so apart from this paper mill and the iron and steel industry that is being started over here, later after this 1874, many industries came up in the state of West Bengal, and the first industry that I am going to start today is with the iron and steel industry. So in our West Bengal, the first iron and steel industry has been established in the Kulti, that is in the Bardhaman district of West Bengal in the year 1870. After that, the first commercial blast furnace was introduced in the year 1875, and the neighboring states like the Orissa, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand provide the iron that is required for this iron and steel industry. We all know that this three states falls in the Chotanagpur Plateau region of our India. These three states are located in the Chotanagpur Plateau region, and the Chotanagpur Plateau is the mineral storehouse of the India. So all the raw materials that are required for this iron and reserves like the coking coal, non-coking coal, everything. Everything that is required. These three states, specifically these three states, that is Odisha, Chhattisgarh and the Jharkhand, are providing the supply of the raw material to this particular iron and steel industry of this West Bengal. Apart from that, the raw materials are also locationally also these three states are very much closely located to our West Bengal, and as a result is that it is getting a locational advantage also, and it is also getting locating also close to the proximity of the raw material. Then cheap labor and also port facility. Cheap labors means all these three districts of the Orissa, means of the three states of the India like the Orissa, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand and our own state West Bengal is providing the cheap labor that is required for this particular iron and steel industry development, and also the port facility. The port facility is being provided by West Bengal only. The Kolkata port, which is located in this portion, is working as one of the important port facilities. So this port facility is why this port is required. The port is required for the import and the export of the raw materials, and also the different heavy machineries that are used for processing of this iron with along with the other raw materials in this iron and steel industry. The first successful iron and steel industry of West Bengal has been established in the Banpur in the year 1919. Then the name Indian Iron and the Steel Company then it is being named as the industry that is being established in the Banpur in the year 1999. That industry is being renamed as Indian Iron and the Steel Company. In short, we call it as the ISCO. The ISCO had three separate plants of this Hira, means the name of the location are Hirapur, Kulti and Burnpur. So all the three industries are individual industries that are present in means industries means iron and the steel industry that are present in this Hirapur, Kulti and Burnpur together. They are together all the three plants are falling under the name that Indian Iron and Steel Company, that is ISCO. Okay. This ISCO has been nationalized in the year 1976, and after the nationalization it operates under the Steel Authority of India Limited, and that is why, and in short form we are calling it as the SAIL or SAIL. So this ISCO is the name. So first it was Burnpur. From Burnpur Industries to they can turned into or named into ISCO, that is Indian Iron and the Steel Company, and from there it is named as means it has got three units, Hirapur, Kulti, Burnpur, and then it is being nationalized in the year 1976, and after nationalization it came under the Steel Authority of India Limited, and it is being and the short form of that Steel Authority of India is SAIL. Now the causes of the development of the this particular iron and steel industry in India, that is means the ISCO of India. So the first is that the iron is obtained from the Goa and the Jamda Monoharpur of areas of this Jharkhand. Then the coking coal which is required for this iron and steel industry is being imported from this Ramnagar. Ramnagar is So this Ramnagar is again present in the Jharkhand district. So this coking coal is provided from the Ramnagar of Jharkhand. Next is the limestone and the dolomite. This limestone and the dolomite are used in the iron and steel industry of this ISCO in the processing of this iron. So this is another two important raw materials that are required in this iron and steel industry, and it is being imported from this Shingbhum district of Jharkhand. So next is the manganese. It is obtained from the Birmitrapur. Birmitrapur is in this Orissa district, sorry, Orissa state of our India. Next is that ample amount of the water is required in this industry for cooling for the cooling purpose, for cooling of both the machineries and also the output products. So this water is being provided, this ample amount of the water is provided from the Damodar river, which is present in this particular industrial region. Next point is that all the refractories are then brought in this Raniganj region. So the Kolkata port is the one which is providing the facility for the import and export of the machineries and also the raw materials and also the finished goods. And the last point is the electricity. The electricity is provided by means all this ISCO has got its own iron and steel industry has got its own industrial electrical unit. So they are getting and taking the electricity from this their own electricity or electric power region or electric power source. Okay, after that the finished product is again being exported from this Kolkata port. So in the map you can see there is a symbol that has been given over here, the cluster of the three industries. This is the location of this ISCO of in West Bengal. So this is the end of this video. I'll continue with the next in the next video. Thank you everyone.